In this episode of Rich Tomorrow, a man named Clutterbuns will attempt to sell you the Nintendo Switch OLED with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Twitch your tipples.
I just wanted some sauce on those zingers.
Now, for those of you who were around in 2020, you know that one of the biggest things I loved covering was scalpers and scams, because some of them were absolutely amazing. And it wasn't just scalpers that were doing the scams. You had, even if it was third parties posting this stuff on a website, whether it be Walmart or Amazon, the prices you would see for 9th gen consoles, even the Series S, and I'm not talking about inflation and them increasing prices because of the tariffs, were absolutely ridiculous, especially more so with the PS5. But in the beginning, believe it or not, the Series X was pretty tough to get your hands on as well. But just when you thought that the scams were done, and companies like HSN and QVC, they were going to try to sell you bad bundles and make it a console 20 times the price because they were giving you a rubber grip for your controller. Oh no. How about they're selling you the completely wrong console? You think you're getting a Switch 2? No, you're not. The listing is now sold out. But here was the listing of them selling a Switch OLED with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh, banana. Now here it is. It's allegedly sold out. I'm hoping that they realize they made a mistake, but it's QVC, and the people who watch them aren't familiar with tech, and they probably bought it thinking they were buying their kids or grandkids Donkey Kong Bonanza. Don't believe me? Let's continue. This is insane. Let's continue. Look at the bundle here. What are you seeing? That ain't a Switch 2. That's not a Switch 2. That's a Switch OLED. And look, they're showing you all the junk you could get with it. You got the case. You got the cheesy grips for the controllers that'll turn into paste in like a month. The rubber will fall apart. You have grips for the analog sticks on the Joy-Con. You got a screen protector that you could probably fart on and it will crack. I guess that's a charger for your Joy-Cons. I don't know what it may be. A charger for another kind of device that this is a family-friendly video I can't name. And family game and services. Or I guess that's, what is it, to get skins for your Switch? I can't, dude. I can't. Hey, listen. Play a Switch 2 game on your original Switch.
You want to have that experience.
And here is the description. And if you read this and you don't know any better, I could see people not thinking twice about it. Meet the newest addition to the family. The Nintendo Switch OLED is not the newest addition to the family, but whatever. The incredibly versatile console to handheld system that you know and love gets an upgrade. The wording here, if you don't know any better, sounds like it's a next-gen system, does it not? Boasting a 7-inch OLED touch display for vivid color and crisp contrast, plus a wide adjustable stand, wired LAN port, whatever, all that. But wait a second. It gets better. So when you look at this listing, if you're not familiar with what the Switch 2 looks like, again, this is QVC's audience. Remember that. They're not into tech. They're not watching my videos. They're not watching Spawn Waves videos. They're not watching anybody. They're just thinking, oh, it's Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's what our son or daughter wants. Well, here it is. They're showing that they're bundling the wrong game with the wrong system. Explore Donkey Kong Bonanza, where fan favorite characters take you through vibrant levels filled with wild action and clever puzzles that can test your reflexes. Rated E for everyone. And by everyone that buys this is just going to have a game that they can't use because they bundled the game with the wrong console. Do you realize how insane that is? And it's sold out. And I guarantee that it's sold out because people thought this was a Switch 2 coming with Donkey Kong Bonanza for a good price. This was selling for $549, by the way. So even from a price perspective with the game and the junk that they give you, it seems realistic. So all of this stuff here, if you don't know any better, you wouldn't bat an eye at. Now, you wouldn't bat an eye until you look at the QVC page and actual Switch 2s, where they're going for $831 for a bundle, $820 for a bundle, $770 for a bundle. Another reason why I'm sure people went and got this bundle, like, wait, a Switch 2 with Donkey Kong Bonanza for $550? I'm not spending $800 on it? That's a steal. Until you realize it isn't. Now, you would think, okay, major blunder. The people at QVC don't really know about tech. It is what it is. I'm sure they'll do refunds for everybody. Yeah, but they seem to have a habit of giving misinformation about products at best. This is when the Xbox Series S, this is a few years ago, and there was a QVC host here with another QVC host side called Clutterbuns. Don't ask. And here's what she said about a feature on the Xbox Series S. Take a look.
All right, so we're going to wrap this. Also, there's a big speaker on the top, too, which is pretty kind of cool, or the speaker system. So this is really cool about this is you're going to get your Xbox, all the goodies in this exclusive configuration. Bill, thanks for hanging out with me.
My pleasure. Have a good night, Suzanne.
Speaker on the top.
She said the fan grill on the top of the Series S is a Bluetooth speaker. Now, I am sure that there are people that bought that console from QVC, all 10 of them. There's more than that, but you get my point. Who bought it thinking, wow, it's a console and I can use it as a Bluetooth speaker instead of an Alexa. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. And this is, if this was actually sold, this listing, do you realize how much of a disaster that is? You have a whole and you know how many people may not find out if they got it as a gift for someone? It's late August. Maybe people got the Switch 2, which is really a Switch OLED, from QVC with the Bonanza bundle, thinking that, oh, I'm going to put this in the closet and save it for my family member until Christmas. And they open it up and they see a Switch OLED in there. Oh my God. Look, I just found this funny. It's not like huge news, but it just kind of shows like who's ordering from these. Stop it. Who's ordering from these companies? Who's actually going there? And why would you go there? You can't even trust what they're selling you because they don't even know. If you've ever watched, you should come to my live streams because I do watch QVC there because it's hilarious. But if you ever watch them talk about tech and then they bring on the tech expert knows nothing either. Knows absolutely nothing about the product or the very basic talking points that they probably read in a meeting beforehand. That's all they know. And that's why things like this happen. Listen, go use your Series S if you have one and enjoy its Bluetooth speaker or fan vent. Just watch what you buy, especially if you're older and watching these videos. Watch what you buy, because if you think you could trust the company on selling the right thing to you, here's a perfect example that you can't. And most importantly, on top of it, who the hell is still buying from HSN and QVC? I know an older audience is, but don't. There's so many other ways to buy things that are cheaper, that they can help you, and they'll actually know what they're talking about, at least more so than QVC. This is Rich Tomorrow. Sub to my ASMR channel, sub to here. Come check out my live streams. I'll see you again real soon. Enjoy your Bluetooth speaker. Oh my God.
Speaker on the top.